Welcome to this week's State of Real Estate with me, Charan Bajwa, licensed real estate broker with REMAX 1. Today is June 22nd, and I hope all of you had a very good Father's Day weekend. Open houses are back in New Jersey. New Jersey real estate saw the return of in-person open houses last week after they were suspended at the onset of the pandemic in March. We at REMAX 1 jumped on the opportunity right away, and it was extremely encouraging to see the level of interest and the number of visitors who popped by, all of whom were serious, motivated, focused, and ready to roll. Of course, we incorporated all the social distancing requirements, ensuring that only one family was inside the home at a time, wearing protective equipment. Our agents followed specific processes that were tailored to accommodate the current COVID environment, safeguarding themselves as well as our consumers. We even wrote up some offers from these open houses, so if you are a seller sitting on the fence about opening up your home to the public, please sit down with your realtor to go over all the processes and precautions that they would take, ensuring your continued safety, and go for it. While most of America is currently embroiled in protests against racism, I wanted to make another mention of fair housing regulations, just like I have been doing in the last couple of podcasts. The Civil Rights Act of 1866 prohibits all racial discrimination in the sale or rental of properties. In addition, the Fair Housing Act of 1968, that was enacted as a law after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., makes it illegal to discriminate based on race, color, religion, sex, handicap, familial status, or national origin. Both these acts aim at strengthening our social fabric, the economy, health, and environment amidst diverse and inclusive communities. Sellers, buyers, landlords, tenants, and real estate professionals like ourselves, all of us have rights and responsibilities to ensure compliance with these acts and laws. Each one of us has a right to demand the same level of professional service, irrespective of our color. It is very important for you, the consumer, to understand that you cannot request us as your real estate representatives to discriminate on your behalf either. In the event this happens, we would have to respectfully refuse your business. In the unfortunate situation that you feel discriminated as a part of a real estate transaction, you can report it to the local board of realtors, and you can also file a complaint with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. We live in one of the most diverse nations of the world, and we must continue striving towards making it increasingly inclusive. June is almost ending, and our economy is still struggling from the deep damage resulting from the free fall that was triggered by the pandemic in March. The stock market and retirement accounts crashed badly, and conditions were ripe enough for the real estate market to crash as well. However, after a temporary slowdown, we are experiencing a shocking recovery in the real estate industry. With supply falling way short of demand and record low mortgage rates, home prices are accelerating almost everywhere in the nation. The national median existing home sales price during the past 4 weeks was 4.5% higher compared to the same time a year ago. Asking prices are up almost 10% from last year. Slowdown in construction, mortgage forbearance programs, and foreclosure moratoriums have all contributed to the housing shortage. In addition, many homeowners have deferred getting their properties on the market because they're not comfortable having strangers walk through their homes during the COVID environment. According to Altos research, there are only 700,000 single-family homes for sale in the US right now, compared to more than 900,000 at the same time last year. On the contrary, demand has been rising consecutively for the last 8 weeks and is currently 25% above the pre-pandemic levels. The civil unrest caused by George Floyd's murder, the official recession, and a possible reemergence of coronavirus, none of these seem to be disrupting buyer demand at all. The only factor of significance that is impacting buyer demand is unemployment. Otherwise, bidding wars are a part of our daily lives these days. Showings in New Jersey are currently 16% higher than the pre-pandemic peak as per the Showing Time platform. Not only that, this number is 23% higher than the same time last year. Purchase applications reached their highest level in over 11 years last week. According to the Mortgage Bankers Association, this was a 26% increase from April. Refinancing applications also rose 10% last week from the week prior, which was the second consecutive weekly gain. Mortgage loans in forbearance rose to 8.55% last week. There are now nearly 4.3 million homeowners enrolled in forbearance plans. It remains to be seen how things shape out once the foreclosure moratoriums end, but we are optimistic that the gradually improving unemployment crisis will help in keeping foreclosures at bay. Job losses continue to decline for the 11th week. New unemployment claims are rising more slowly as some people return to work. Continued claims, which show how many Americans received unemployment benefits, are also steadily declining. The National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index indicates that builder confidence jumped 21 points last week. The number of housing permits and the housing starts are both increasing month to month, but are still lower than the same time last year. The National Association of Realtors survey last week showed that new pending contracts in the last 4 weeks rose 6% on a year-over-year basis, which reflects a strong comeback from the 32% decline that we experienced in April. New listings were down 12% on a year-over-year basis, but they have recovered from their biggest decline of 41% in mid-April. Properties are also going under contract very quickly right now. Pretty much all housing parameters are currently showing great promise, with the real estate economy continuing its aggressive rebound. It is anticipated that the real estate recovery will be a major boost to our overall economic recovery. Home ownership has proven to be a financial rock amidst the current economic crisis. Not only does real estate provide one of the best returns on investment, but it also increases individual net worth by almost 15%. Homeowners gained about $106,000 in average equity in the last 10 years, which totaled above $6 trillion. Right now, the year-over-year average gain in home equity is 6.5%, which represents an increase of $590 billion. 65.3% of Americans currently own homes, which is the highest rate in the last 8 years. Let us take a pause during this month of June, which is designated as National Homeownership Month, and congratulate ourselves on this statistic that demonstrates widespread personal stability. The sale of every 2 homes creates 1 American job. A strong and stable real estate sector is essential for an overall economic recovery. For most of us, real estate does not just mean financial security, however. It also symbolizes our lifestyle and provides a cherished haven for our friends and families to build memories and realize our dreams. It is our privilege as real estate professionals to be a part of this very special journey for you all. Hope you find this show, The State of Real Estate, interesting and relevant. I truly appreciate you tuning in to this weekly podcast. If you would like more in-depth information about your local area, your neighborhood, and your specific property, my team and myself are here to assist. Our contact information will be at the end of the podcast. Have a very productive and peaceful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in.